Harry and Meghan hope their US move would bring greater privacy and security, they may have been mistaken. Police have been alerted to 2 intruder scares at their £11 million California mansion in just 12 days. The first took place on the 19th of May, the couple's anniversary, and the second came a few hours before they travelled to London for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Last week, Harry won permission to sue the Home Office over his security arrangements in the UK, saying he doesn't feel safe after his taxpayer-funded bodyguards were removed. But the couple could be back in Britain very soon, with the Queen reportedly inviting Harry and his family to stay in Balmoral this summer. So, Richard, do we need to take their security more seriously?
Yes, probably. But really? I mean, how do these stories come out in the first place? I mean, how do we know that they had these intruders? Have they sort of briefed this out? Has it been leaked? I mean, what's really going on here?
I think it's been leaked, and they've also hired 2 pretty high-profile security people. One is
well, they're obviously not that
Michael
secure.
Jackson.
Well,
this is the
if all this has
thing.
got out, I mean, I'm a bit iffy about all of this story. It just seems very weird and sort of suggested intruders, but no suggestion that actually there was an intrusion.
Well, yeah, exactly.
What's really...
You're not suggesting these are fabricated,
What
opportunistically
would be the
invented
point?
intruders. You wouldn't say that on the television, would you?
Look, I just feel a bit weird about this story. It's just all a bit odd. I mean, security can't be that good if these stories have got out in the first place.
Well, these are actually police records that show the 6 security alert calls to the US home in the past 14 months. So these are police records. So I think unless the American
police records get out?
are
I mean,
fabricating
police records
them...
are private.
It's a good point.
Well,
Also, if you don't like
TMZ,
it here
police
and you
sell
haven't got
things to
security,
TMZ.
don't come here. You went to California. You stay in California.
I mean, we haven't talked about the other aspect of that story, which is that they got permission to sue the Home Office. I mean, look, Harry's reputation is already absolutely on the floor. What part of him thinks that suing the British government, the country that you left voluntarily, for more security,
No,
is going to improve things?
He's not suing the British government for more security. He is pursuing the Home Office so he can pay. Let's get that in there. He wants to pay for his own security. And yes, he does want to pay the Metropolitan Police, which perhaps is not the way forward, or it is, because he actually wants to be able to access the intelligence that they have on threats made against his family, which include right-wing extremists that say that Prince Harry is a race traitor because he has mixed-race children and he should be killed and his family should be killed. They have access to that kind of intelligence. That's why he wants Met-level security. He wants to pay for it. He doesn't want you to pay for it, or you, or me, or anybody else.
But there's a great big flaw in his plan.
Get to look after him.
And that potentially is a problem.
See, that's the problem,
I think if he had high-level security, private security he pays for, that has access to the same level of intelligence, then perhaps that can work.
But I don't think they can carry arms in the UK. I think that's the issue.
the
As I understood, he was asking to pay actually for Met police officers because they're allowed to carry arms. I think one of the issues...
In a sense, the detail doesn't
issue.
actually matter, because most people are not going to have your level of expertise about the minutiae of this. All they're going to see is a petulant prince who left this country and is now complaining about what he didn't get in this country.
Right-wing extremists threatened to kill his family and called him a race traitor. That's not petulance. That's threats of racial violence and threats of death against your family. Wouldn't you want to keep your family safe against that?
Well, of course, but I think it's not really comparable.
Is suing the British government the right way, the diplomatic way, to try and resolve this solution? It doesn't seem so to me. I would have thought there's a better way that could have been organised between them.
I would have thought you just enlist a crack squad of you get whoever Beyonce's got, or you get whoever
security.
President Trump has got, or you get whoever the people under the greatest threat are there. You get Mossad, or you get whoever you really respect and think is great. You pay lots of your own money, and you keep your family safe. I don't think you ask anyone else to do it. And I don't think you... They do love a court case, though, Harry. They do like that.
The United States and the United Kingdom are allies. We have intelligence sharing. I would have thought, as Richard says, there's a much better way of going about this rather than throwing your toys out of the pram.
It's such a shame because they've got so much to offer. On the positive, they really have. But so often they end up in court and it just appears so negative. And that's a shame.